Now to a medical breakthrough which is allowing scientists to detect autism in adults with more than 90% accuracy. The brain scan takes just a matter of minutes, and researchers at King's College in London say it should make diagnosis both quicker and more straightforward. But as our health correspondent Jane Hughes now reports, some experts believe that more research will be needed before this technique can be used more widely.
This is the test scientists hope will revolutionise the process of diagnosing autism. It took years for Joe Powell to get a conventional diagnosis of Asperger's syndrome, but researchers here believe a brain scan could help them detect it immediately. The process of scanning Joe's brain takes about 15 minutes, and the images are then fed into a computer which makes minutely detailed measurements. To the naked eye, his brain looks pretty much like anybody else's, but those measurements should reveal telling differences. The coloured areas are key. Blue relates to behaviour, red and yellow to language and vision. Subtle changes in their shape and thickness point to autism.
So if you look on this screen here, Joe, you can see that on the left, these are the brain regions.
Joe's scan puts him firmly at the autistic end of the spectrum. The Medical Research Council trial detected adult autism with more than 90% accuracy. They say this could transform diagnosis.
Currently, the diagnosis of autism needs an expert team. There aren't many of those around, and it takes that expert team many, many hours to reach the diagnosis. And this is a way we hope we can cut through that. In only 15 minutes, this computer program can tell whether you do or don't have autism depending upon your brain scan.
Just somebody telling you you've got Asperger's, from my perspective, was never enough. I needed to physically see it, and I've actually been waiting for this for an awfully long time.
Chris Goodchild waited years to be told he had Asperger's. He's rebuilding his life after repeated misdiagnosis that put him in psychiatric hospitals. Knowing the truth meant everything to him, and he'd welcome a way of getting faster, clearer diagnosis.
It meant that I had a life to live. It meant that this cloud of unknowing was dramatically taken away. So what it meant to me was that I would be able to have this understanding and have greater skills to manage myself in situations that normally baffled and confused me.
The question is, why?
Getting a diagnosis also opens the door to specialist help like this adult drop-in centre. But autism services are scarce, and experts say a new test only goes so far.
Diagnosis is only the start of a process, and from there needs to be an assessment of people's individual needs so that they can get the support that they need.
Autism is a disabling and poorly understood condition, but this research could just cast some light on its causes. Jane Hughes, BBC News.